So we're really hoping that this trip is going to be, you know, some kind of yielding some kind of results, because we're getting tired, we're getting low on funds, and we're ready to move. This is the outside of the Airbnb. Very, very rustic cabin style. Beautiful outlook. Really nice touches too. It's been a really pretty stay. It's this lovely little running creek outside. And then the barn, and it's snowing. It's actually starting to stay too now. It started really lightly this morning and it's getting a little bit heavier, just enough to dust everywhere that we're going and everywhere that we've been staying. So I get to go over this little bridge now, and we're heading out. We're actually going over to Sparta, which is about 3 hours west of where we are right now. So, but we're heading to Greenville to have another look at, we actually toured about 10 pieces of land yesterday, and 2 places that had buildings, barn buildings, and like shed to homes. So I guess that's my cue to go. I'm being summoned. So we're going to go and look at another piece of land in Greenville, and then we're heading to Sparta. This is Walker Cove Road, 10.5 acres in Sparta, Tennessee. It's very open. Can't see, but it is kind of a little bit steep if you're going to have a driveway. Goes all the way down to the fence line, which you can probably see. Just bare land, very open. Obviously there's going to be internet, public water and electric right here by the road. Some neighbours. We just arrived at our second Airbnb. Little 1400, well not little, 1400 square foot farmhouse in Sparta, Tennessee. We've got here, to snow and ice falling off the tree while I'm filming. Beautiful view, really pretty. So this is a piece of property we're looking at. We're not 100% sure where the property lines are because there's two parcels that join each other. This one's 11 acres in Pikeville, Tennessee. We just met the farmer with his cows. They're super nice people. She said it was a really nice look, and it's funny, the lady in that house that you can see there, and then the one next door, that's brother and sister. Here in sort of closer towards middle Tennessee, the prices are lower per acre and the ground is a little bit more usable. So we're just checking out this area because we just don't seem to be able to find what we want in Greenville. Everything is either too steep, we just can't find that happy middle ground. So Sparta, Pikeville are where we're around today, and we're possibly going to Gainesboro, but we're not sure because the weather's pretty bad up there. So we might just stick to around this area. But we're heading back to Tennessee. Hopefully this will be the trip. Fingers crossed. So we've actually come back to Pikeville today, this evening, to see this piece of property that we saw the other day. Now what's very exciting is that I actually put an offer in on this piece of land and it got accepted. So now we're not jumping the gun because we have had a lot of disappointment, and so we decided that we would have a perk test done to make sure that we can have two different septics on this land. And we're actually here right now waiting to meet the well guy to get some kind of idea and quote on doing two wells out here as well. Now this is 11 acres, just over. So mum and dad, where my mum is over there in pink, you can see her, that's where they're thinking, my mum and dad are thinking of doing their property, over on that ridge. And then we're thinking either on the top of that hill or over where this sort of dip is here. We're just going to have to wait and see what the experts think. So this video is now from the top of the large hill. So this is the other road, and then the property goes all the way along here where the fenced area is, and it actually goes down this slope a little bit to a fence post. And then I think the majority of this woods is with this property. But this area up here, this is the very top of the hill, and this is kind of where we're thinking that we might build our barn-dominium. That's what we're kind of aiming for. So you can see, actually, it's very windy right now. Right down there in the red truck is the well guy who's here to assess the land. And then so that's basically what we're here doing. We're, you know, seeing if this is feasible. But obviously the views from the top of this hill are really beautiful. You can see mountains in the distance. When these trees get green, they're going to look beautiful. And then from here, we're right at the very top, which would be really nice to have the barn down the bottom and be able to watch the horses down there. Then it has a nice flow to it, and we wouldn't be wasting the land. So we're just about to go and talk to the well guy and see what he thinks. We were testing the soil here, checking to see how it felt. It is the most beautiful, rich, dark earth. And Tommy just found, oh, hang on, sorry, he nearly fell off then. This big giant earthworm, which is a fantastic sign. So we're actually thinking that this dirt might be really fertile, which would be great for growing food, which is exactly what we want to do with this land. So the well guy is going to come up here and assess this area for us to see where we would be able to put our well. She's really excited today. Just the cool weather. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Go get him. Go get Daddy. Go get him. Go get him. She's like, I'm done. Zoe, have you been good? Are you happy?
Daddy loves you.
So we're back at the Pikeville land today after a successful offer being accepted and having the well and septic guy come out and take a look at the land. I have flags here which I'm going to mark out where I want to put the house on the top of the hill. So this stage is one of the last ones. We're going to have to wait and see what the perk test does, because they have to do like a soil mapping of the land so that to see if it's going to be adequate for a septic system. So if that comes back good, then we will move to closing and purchase this piece of property, which is 11 acres in Pikeville, Tennessee. So I've got to walk all the way up the top of this hill now, because this is fairly steep. It's just a slope, but I've got to walk all the way to the top and put the flags in so that then when they come to do the perk test, they know where the houses are going to be. I've just put the 4 flags in just to mark out roughly where the house would be. Marked out, I think, 40 by 20. Actually, I think it might have been 50 by 20, because I've got to accommodate the cats as well. So we'll just have to see how it goes from here.